Last month, Jack Dorsey fired half his company. 4,000 people gone. The reason? AI can do their jobs now. Wall Street loved it. Block stock jumped 22% in a single day. And then something embarrassing happened. Let's set the stage. 2026 has barely started, and the tech industry has already cut over 45,000 jobs. Amazon alone, 30,000 people in 4 months. That's nearly 10% of their corporate workforce. But here's what's different this time. Companies aren't blaming the economy. They're blaming 3 letters, AI. And last week, Anthropic dropped a report that shook the industry. Their researchers found that AI can theoretically handle 94% of tasks done by computer and math workers. 94%! But here's the part most headlines left out. Actual adoption? Just 33%. Not 94. 33. The researchers call it the gap between the blue zone, what AI can do, and the red zone, what it's actually doing. Right now, the red zone is tiny. Oh, and 30% of all workers, zero AI exposure. Cooks, mechanics, electricians, no language model is replacing them. So if AI isn't doing 94% of the work, why are companies firing people and blaming AI? The Atlantic just investigated Block's layoffs, and the answer is uncomfortable. Block's workforce tripled between 2019 and 2022 during the pandemic. They overhired. But instead of saying, "We hired too many people," Dorsey said, "AI can do their jobs." Wharton professor Ethan Mollick called it out directly, quote, "It is hard to imagine a firm-wide sudden 50% efficiency gain. Take the justification with a grain of salt." The Atlantic calls this AI washing, using AI as a convenient excuse for cuts that were coming anyway. Now let's see what happens when companies actually try to replace humans with AI. Amazon, the company that just cut 30,000 workers, held an emergency internal meeting last week. CNBC obtained a memo from a senior VP that said, quote, "The availability of the site has not been good recently." How not good? 4 high-severity outages in a single week. And here's the kicker. An internal document initially blamed Gen AI-assisted changes, but that bullet point was deleted before the meeting started. Amazon is now adding what they call controlled friction, which is corporate speak for, "We need humans to double-check what AI is doing." And now for the part no one wants to talk about. The Washington Times reported that some companies are quietly rehiring for customer-facing roles they previously eliminated. The reason is simple. Customers hate talking to bots. When you call your bank and get a chatbot that can't understand your problem, you don't think, "What an efficient company." You think, "I'm switching banks." Here's the bigger picture. 21% of companies have already stopped hiring entry-level workers because of AI. A third expect entry-level roles to be completely gone by end of 2026. That's the real shift. It's not that people are getting fired and replaced by robots. It's that the entry ramp into knowledge work is being pulled up. The jobs don't disappear, they transform. Companies aren't replacing 2 humans with AI. They're replacing 2 humans with 1 human plus AI. The companies doing mass layoffs and blaming AI are mostly lying or getting ahead of themselves. But the underlying trend is real. AI isn't replacing you today, but it is reshaping what your job means. It's not AI versus humans. It's humans with AI versus humans without it. If you found this useful, hit subscribe. I'm covering every twist of this story as it develops. Drop a comment. Has AI affected your job yet? I genuinely want to know. See you in the next one.